Hello everybody, I'm back again. I wanted to do a quick tutorial on how I did the cover for, well, I made a journal. This is a while back and I bumped into the note, which I apologize. It was December 1st that Yolanda Cisneros asked if I could do a tutorial showing how I used a paper bag as a cover for one of my journals. And I guess that little note got backed out behind other papers, so I just saw it. But I was working on paper bags, which I came up with the little pocket I want to share with you guys. But let me do the cover first because I feel bad that it's been this long. But anyways, you can use whatever size bag. I have these. They're from Avon. My mother-in-law gave them to me. I guess one of her nieces was selling Avon. I don't know if she still is, but I guess she got bags from her and she gave me some. Now this is the big one. I measured it and it's a little over 8 inches by 14, I think it was, by 14. No, by 16, I'm sorry, by 16. And this is the one I had used to make that book. So let's see if I can remember it. But anyways, what I did is, I guess, well, you first have to decide what size of journal you want to use or want to make. But for starters, I do take out this strip. Let me get this out of the way. And, by the way, I'm using my camcorder today. I was able to fix it in a way where it's not anywhere in the way of anything, so hopefully it doesn't fall like my last video. But okay, so I take that little thing off there, and then what I did, and see it varies because I was doing it, one of the ways that I was doing it was, well, you see how you have this flap here. So what I did was I folded this flap in, and then you just crease it down. Get this out of the way. I'll throw it on the floor for now. And you just pretty much crease that in there. On one of the books that I made, I left the tuck in the front. And like, let's say I wanted that size. I left the pocket on the outside. And this, forgot to turn off my TV. I'm sorry, hold on.
You can see here, I went paperclip crazy.
I'm watching YouTube videos in here. But anyways, yeah, you fold it to, let's say, this size. So you get a pocket here, and then on the inside you get a pocket there. And the remainder part here, instead of cutting it off, I just brought it in to create another tuck for the back page or cover. So that's how I did mine. If you don't want to, which I think I only did one book with the pocket in the front, then you would just cut, because you could fold it, but it would just be chunky. So you can just cut this piece. Actually, you know what? You pull this out. I think this is better. I've done it so many ways, and I'm not sure which one would be the best, but I'm going to say this, because that's kind of bulky. So then, like I said, you figure out your size. I would fold this in half. I hope I'm in frame, guys. So I would fold it in half, and then I would decide what length. But on this one, it would be 8. Well, see, it's about 8 1/16, I think. So then on this side, I would like to have it at 5. Or no, let's do it at 4.5. So you would just take your scoreboard, of course. And I would do 4.5. these, I would fold them in because I'd want the pockets on the inside. Sorry guys, my chair is noisy. I told my husband I need a new chair. This one makes too much noise. I move and it's noisy. So then this one would just be right there. So then this would be my book cover. See, 4.5 by 8, a little over 8, and you'd have the 2 tucks there. So you would just seal this. I'd use wet glue, and then just either sew or glue the sides. Just close your flaps. But before you would do anything, you would want to put tie back. That's what I normally put, which I was using it for some books I was working on right now. I have this piece left right here. I recommend you use this, very sturdy. So I would open the pocket and insert this on the inside. I mean, you could leave it on the outside here or on this side as long as you're going to cover it. Then you won't have to struggle by putting it on the inside, because you struggle a bit unless you cut the pocket from here. You can cut through here, get in there, seal all the edge right here, and then this is just going to be closed, so you would just either sew or glue all around it. And there you would have your cover. Now if you want a bit, let's say you want to put 2 signatures. What you could do is you could leave a spine. It depends on how many books. I would leave, what, 1 inch, depending on the amount of signatures and the quantity of papers that you have on each signature. So that pretty much depends on that to really say. But usually I make them with 1 signature, so I don't leave a spine. I only make it when I do 2 or more. But that's pretty much how the cover for the junk journal, using a paper bag, that's pretty much how you do it. And now going back, I'm working on some journals, little baby ones, because I really love the way the other ones came out. So here I am again. I got 5 going, to be exact, and I just finished sewing them. I used the sewing machine, and they have the little, I don't know if you guys could see, but there's a piece of tie back you could see, just for more enforcement. But what I was doing is I have a lot of paper bags, white and brown. So I said I have to do something with these because they're just there, and like I gotta get rid of some stuff. So anyways, I came up with this. I made a little pocket, and then there's a pocket here, and you can glue it down, or you can just glue all around the sides, and then you'd be able to use this as a tuck. I guess like that. So you'd have one here, and one then one here. And I thought those were so cute. And that came out of this. And these are your regular lunch bags. And these are from Walmart. This bag here, which I have tons of them. I don't know what the heck I was thinking, but I have like tons of bags everywhere. There's some in the kitchen too, like 4 bags. I don't know, I have paper issues. But these are 5 1/8 by 3 1/8. Well, I guess the length is 10 5/8 by 5 1/8. But yeah, these regular little lunch bags, if you guys have some laying around, we got to do something with them. So I started playing with this instead of playing with my book papers, my book page papers. And I came up with these, and to make my life more interesting, because like I said, I like to change it. So after I made this one, I made a couple different, which I used them on the cover. Hopefully you guys can see good. But see, On this book, I have a tag here. One here, and it's a little bit different than this one. And then one here. And then on this side, I have the regular one, which is one here. And then I cut a little circle to put one there, and then one here. And then it's 4 of them in total. I think, yeah, this is the same one as this one that I just showed you. So here it's already on the book. There, there, and there. And then the one in the back, it's this style. And that's like here, here, and here. So I thought those came out really cute. I could not wait till I embellished them because, you know, I'm a weirdo. I had to come and show you guys real quick. So yeah, that's the way you do these. And I trim some up because they're kind of, see, okay, this one's an ugly one. See, I just folded this up. On some, I folded them this way. I guess it's really optional. This doesn't really matter because you're going to cover it. But if you're not going to cover it, then go this way. And this side is much cleaner. But the only thing with this it's too wide for me. Especially, well, I wanted to use it on this book. As you can see, it's too wide. So what I did, I just brought that down. Let me get my paper trimmer. And then what I did is I took 1/4 inch from each side. And then, to take a little bit of the bulkiness, I opened it, and I still have this piece here, so you just take that ugly part out that we don't need. And this is what you're left with. So then you just cut whatever length you want up there. I didn't really measure it. I just kind of guesstimate it. So I'm going to say there. And there's your pocket. And all you do is you grab the sewing machine and you sew it. And in the top, you either bring it down, or like I did the little, I kind of like these, with this little flap down. I don't know, I think that looks cute. But yeah, there you have it. This is very simple, quick, and they're cute. So hopefully soon I can, well, when I show you my video on these little books I'm making, I will show you how they look decorated. But I thought I'd share that quick tip with you guys because these bags are cheap. I don't remember how much they are, but they're what, like $1, $2, $3 maybe. And you can make tons of pockets. And I'm going to keep figuring out more types, which I already have another idea, but I haven't done it yet. So once I get that done, I will come and show you guys ideas for the paper bags because it's cheap and they look cute on journals. See, these aren't decorated. I think it looks cute. So I can't wait till I decorate it. And you could even try to put them on a page. But I figured I'll put them in the cover because this is just a paper bag. Which, by the way, these bags came from Denise's shop, Tattered Dream, on Etsy. So if you guys want any, because I know there's a lot of people that can't find them, she has them. She has this type, and then she has this type. Very pretty and very nice. I like them. So yeah, if you guys are interested or would like to create something like this and you need these baggies, just go check her channel. I mean, I'm sorry, her store on Etsy, and she has actually a wide selection of various things. But these baggies are there. They're so cute, and I think these are just like simple little books, like the ones I showed you, which they're all pretty much gone already. They're already off to mail. But yeah, they're so cute. Oh, and see on here, I also use some white paper bags. Which I was going to sew that before I sewed it in the book. Just realized that, so I'm going to have to glue them because I don't really like this. I mean, sometimes I leave them, but I really don't care for it. But then I'm like, okay, the book's not for me, so leave it alone, Patty. So I leave it alone. But I did put some here, which I got the lines from my oven. And then this one I didn't cook it. This one I just left it as is. It's brown. I didn't need to coffee dye it. But this one got a little bit toasty. But it's cool. I like it. But yeah, these are the little books I put together today. But I wanted to share these pockets real quick because I was so like excited about these. So I'm going to keep playing with these bags. And I will keep sharing, and hopefully you guys like it. Anyways, that's all for today. You guys take awesome care of yourselves, and I will see you guys later. God bless you guys. Bye.